and his stop, and he's going for it already. And surely that was before the start line, Paul.
Oh, I don't think they had an option. There was two SR1 radicals, I think, that dove for the pits, and it held everybody up. That's one of the most dangerous things I've seen. That there was no way around it, but because the ones were in with the threes, someone dived across and it nearly caused chaos. Kudos to everybody. Look, the SR1s, they're trying to get out of the way. It's difficult, but I'm glad that no one's had an accident there. That could have been real nasty.
Yeah, and it is tough, isn't it, for new drivers to come into this one. There's a lot of learning to do to drive this type of car, particularly where you get the way the lottery worked out here with the safety car coming immediately after the pit lane opened. Normally, if there was a safety car on the track, we'd have seen the clerk of the course defer the opening of the pit lane. So it was just a little bit unlucky that it played out that way. But it's A.khateeb, the race leader. We look at this gaggle who are all busy trying to chase at the moment. A.khateeb from A.khateeb, Peter Tyler in third position. As we look at Andy Lowe, one of the Fangio drivers there, just off the back of the grid, we look at the restart again. Yeah,
okay, so the red tipped wings are SR3s, the faster cars. The three comes in, the greens, the two SR1s, that was nothing to do with them. So the SR1s were just trying to get out of the way. The two cars on the left were trying to get out of the way of the faster cars. The faster leader was coming into the pits. It was just a bit of confusion, so I'll take that back. That was unfortunate. I'm so glad everybody just got themselves together, and look, they're just trying to get out of the way. It's getting a bit close and tight. They're not trying to squeeze there. They're just trying to get out of the way.
And they all come through. There's some good driving there, and nice to have that cleared up, wasn't it, on that restart, which was good to see. With 9 minutes now left on the clock, but A.khateeb, who race you might remember in the A1 GP series, had 2 events in that for Lebanon, and great to see him back. He's now with switched teams for this weekend. He didn't join us at Snetterton, but running with Rob Weldon's team. I know Rob was delighted to welcome him to the fold. It's good to have Alex here, and he's been gaining confidence with the team as well. So this is our lead, the Lebanese driver.
Do you know what? I haven't seen A.khateeb for years, but I think he's one of my mates that I haven't spoken to for years.
He's not a mate then, is he? Well, he was.
He kind of lost touch with me, and
that's probably nice. That's nice, eh?
I probably know why, because if it is him, I've worked with A.khateeb loads, but he is rapid, and I'm not surprised with that. That's a real brilliant nod to Sports Cars Leighton House sponsored, and also the F1 March Leighton House as well. Ivan Capelli and Richo Guterman.
Yeah,
drove. It's 88.
Beautiful looking car, that one. Absolutely beautiful. And he's leading this one. Ben Casely in second, starting the weekend in dismal style, as we heard. And the question is, where are the likes of James Lay? He's way back, isn't he? That safety car really scuppered James Lay. That's the luck of the draw, isn't it, in A.khateeb Radical Cup racing, for sure. He's down in 14th place.
Wow.
But with the fastest lap.
This has really spiced things up, hasn't it? But it was such a difficult call for race control, because it just happened. Do you keep the pits open? Do you shut them? It's a difficult one, but I have to say I've been very impressed with the driving of the slower cars just trying to get out of the way, because sometimes trying to get out of the way is the worst thing you can do, because people think you're going to stay on the line and you can drive into the lights. And so kudos to everyone involved, and you've got a lot of respect to you guys, so fair play.
Absolutely right. So the team leads, Casey second. It's Peter Tyler leading the Fangio class in third place. We're looking there at number 18 again, Mark Williams, the Edinburgh-based driver, again racing for Doris Motorsport, busy chasing down Andy Lowe, another of the Fangio class drivers. Remember I said we've got the cross from St George on one of the wings. If you look at the black and orange car, that's just going out a shot. On his wing, he's got the Sol tyre. He wants it to be a Scott rather than having a union flag on the side, as they do often, as we've got a potential change for position here with Chris Preen, another one of you. You've got a few, in this.
A few mates in this. Go on, Preeny lad, in the number 3 in the green and white. That's a good move. Got right underneath, hasn't he? And that should be moved done on Headlam. That's great. That's a great move. Preeny, I've seen him at Snetterton not long ago, and he was just saying thanks for the coverage that we give him. And I said, well, thanks for putting on a show, and well done for racing. We only say what we see.
He just passed Chris Headlam. That's a 2-driver team car. It was Dan that raced it yesterday, father and son team, and Chris's turn today means they have to start at the back, because the lap times are based on the preceding race. So Chris didn't do the preceding race, so he can't take his siblings' lap time, unfortunately.
He is looking fast, isn't he? But that fastest lap is Lay. Only problem is, I don't think he's going to get back to the front, is he?
He's going to make a move on Williams here, and should get the job done as they go along lap side.
That's a great shot of the two different classes. Look at the car on the brakes there, the number one, the faster. I've cursed him there, look how much he missed the apex. I was like, fair play, he could brake late in that SR3, but he's just wiggling up the road now because he's got the what we call the marbles on the front tyres, which is all the old rubber that's flew off the other tyres of the cars, and it basically is like standing on a load of marbles in a cartoon.
That's a good thing, isn't it?
That's exactly what it is.
It's a really good image, good imagery. Yeah, so he's managed to shake those off. His race is done though, isn't it, for James Lane? He's going to be sort of cursing this. We need to have a quick look and see where Darryl De Leon fared even worse with the pit stops. He's down in 19th, Paul.
Oh, that is shocking, shocking. His last lap was the fastest lap, 22.9. The leaders are doing 23.8. That's how much faster he is, unreal. But you know what, Khateeb, fair play to your captain and your Leighton House machine. You did the right thing, you got it done. Let's see what you can do, but Kaisley is coming for you.
He is Ben Kaisley. How good would it be for him to wrap up with a win after having that gearbox failure early doors? As I said, right at the beginning, barely a couple of laps into qualifying, and they got the car back into the awning. They were working hard on it. And poor old Ben was standing there to give me the opportunity to have a little bit of a natter with him, which was really good. But a very quick young driver. This the battle for the lead. Kaisley chasing Khateeb.
Oh, his rear axle doesn't like this. That beautifully coloured Leighton House car of Khateeb's. I can't see him hanging onto this lead. His car is all over the place. Lights flashing, LEDs trying to get that car out the way that's in front. The light SR1 needs to get out of the way. The compromise is him now down at Lodge, and he can't get back across online. That is going to leave the door open. This is going to be an overlap. Oh, they've only just got through, but now it's game on. It's really going now.
Here we go through dearly once again, and it's Peter Tyler in yellow. He's in third place. He has not lost touch with this group either. So we've got all the top three cars within shot at the moment, and it's Khateeb that leads with 3 minutes 50 to go on the clock. Down into Cascade to go once again. Kaisley lost a little bit of momentum as they negotiated the slower SR1 car there, so he's got all the work to do again. He'll try and get his race rhythm back, but of course the whole thing can get interrupted with more SR1s further down the road. We look in shot, the back of shot, nobody there at the moment, so they've got a few laps at least of clear racing.
Yeah, this should be a straight fight, and prefer to Khateeb in the lead.
Oh, Tyler's gone wide as well there.
Tyler's just trying to clear that SR1 with the novice cross on the back, but back to the leaders. Khateeb, as I say, he had a lot of rotation in the car. What I mean by rotation is when you turn the steering wheel, the car rotates too much, and it means the car then starts to lose grip at the rear, and you can't get back on the power, and you can't straighten the car up, and you lose time, and that is what's been happening.
Shane Stoney leads the SR1, wow. So he came through. Theo Morris in second. There are your first and second in SR1, and Shane Stoney makes a potentially double winning return to the championship. Has he left it too late in the championship to win the SR1 title and take another radical cut? Theo McCorris wants another one. Great for Theo to have that Wear and Tools logo and livery blazoned on the car. It looks really good for him. The youngster chasing the slightly more seasoned racer here, and they've had some good racing over the course of the year, but this is the SR1 class, again giving us great entertainment. And Radical, for me, got it just about right. The two separate starts. They couldn't legislate for the off during the pit lane window. It was one of those things. But here we go back with it. I tell you what, Khateeb seems to have the measure of Ben Kaisley at the moment.
I'll take it back. Khateeb looked like he was erratic. He had no control of that rear wheel drive car, and it just looked like it was rolling the tyre, and it was overheating it, and it was starting to just get out of control and overheat the rear tyres. I've got to say, it looks well under control now, and now with that gap, unless Kaisley's just held back a bit and thought, right, let me just drop off, see how my tyres fare, and then I'm going to go for it. But if he is, he's got to keep going for it now.
Not only A1GP driver, Alex Khateeb, but also raced in British Formula 3 as well, so was coming up through the ranks.
It is my mate.
No slouch.
It is my mate. It's Khateeb. I haven't spoken to him for years. I can't believe
he's going to have nothing in now.
And I thought, oh, that's got the same name as Alex.
When or if they bring back two driver races to these cars, because they used to have them, then maybe we'll see you and Alex sharing a car. That would be something to...
Yeah, I'd win by a lap. In the gravel backwards.
Well, that's something to maybe look forward to. So, coming down through shot now, that's Bradley Gaunt. And Bradley in the 41 being chased by Darren Nutten. Again, in shot. Theo McCorris has got into the class lead. So McCorris has passed Stoney.
How's he done that? I thought that was a dead cert. This is mega. Go on, son.
Stoney's having another go. Here he comes through the chicane. He's come through the field once, maybe helped a little bit by the pit stop strategy. Remember, McCorris winning the race, the pit stop race here. Sorry, it's Netterton. Here in our coverage last time out had the bigger penalty, and he will carry another penalty through to their next round, or success second through to the next round, which is at Silverstone at the end of July. So McCorris has got the run at the moment over Shane Stoney. I tell you what, that is going to be a real feather in McCorris's cap if it beats Stoney. Knows these cars well.
But look at the speed, Stoney, and the car's got. Why's he got the rain light on? Do you think it's raining? Look at Stoney though. He's just trying to get in his mirrors. Look. That's proper stuff, that is. And the attitude of that car, look at it. Is it four-wheel drifting? Oh no, someone's had an accident, have they? Is that Chris? No, that's not Chris Preen's car, the other one that's gone through. That's Rishover.
Jason Rishover, isn't he? Yeah, was running a little bit further down in the Fangio Trophy as the race leaders come up towards the checkered flag. It's going to be A.khateeb who takes the win here at Alton Park. Ben Casely, not a bad finish to the weekend for Ben after problems in qualifying. And the Fangio class winner is going to be Peter Tyler, who crosses the line now in the number 80. We look back and is that Stoney back in front again? Stoney's back in front of McCorris. How did that happen?
Oh, wow. Oh, it's a shame there's so much going on, and he's done it, hasn't he?
Shane Stoney makes it 2 out of 3 this weekend. There's McCorris, the third of the cars that we were looking at. So McCorris next up, third in class. SR1 is going to go to Alex Spooner, I think. So he's going to get success seconds added to his tally for the pit stop race at Silverstone at the end of July. They wrap things up, the Radical Cup at Donington. So this is what happened as McCorris comes through. McCorris getting wound up.
Yeah, it's live, isn't it? This live. That I don't think they actually had a change. And to be fair, he's won it. No, he didn't. Stoney didn't come back past him. Yeah, we were looking at 2 other cars that look the same. Sorry about that.
So there we go. So McCorris takes it, and he will get the penalty in the last round of the year for the Radicals at Donington Park in September. But A.khateeb drove that well, read the pit stop situation well. What we don't know is whether he was going to come in early, but he did when the safety car came out. So that's something that perhaps Louise will be able to find out from A.khateeb.
Yeah, great stuff. Look at him. Actually, looks like he's holding his neck to one side. These cars generate quite a lot of aero downforce from the big wing at the back and the big wing at the front. So I know from driving these cars, which are faster now, how you can get round the corner. Your neck just wants to fall off. With a helmet on that's pretty heavy, it's difficult. Looks like Alex is happy with that. I can see his big smile. Yeah, that is me. That is my mate. That one.
Excellent.
So what happened here then? This is down at Knickerbrook.
Rishover, wasn't it?
Rishover. Oh, Rishover. Oh, he's lucky that he didn't flip that car there. Yeah, because that involved is... So Rishover was in the 23. He gets absolutely pinned. Oh, he's lucky there. Over the curbs as well. And that was Chris Preen.
Your other mate.
My other mate having a disaster. Chris Preen's gonna be very squeamish when he looks at that, because that wasn't very nice, and he wouldn't have meant it, but he better apologise to him for that.
Here's how they finished. A.khateeb takes the win here, our third race win of the weekend, and his first win on his return for Rob Weldon Motorsports. DW Racing second and third, though, with Ben Casely and Peter Tyler. Ben Stone next up from Chris Headlam and Jazik Zalonka. Hayden Chance seventh ahead of James Lay in 8th place, so works his way through from Chris Preen in 9th, and Mark Williams completing our top 10. Nicholas Francis, the Dane, in 11th from Jason Rishover, and apologies to Theo and Shane for confusion towards the end there. Theo taking the class win from Shane Stoney. Great drives from the pair of them with everything going on. Andy Lowe next up from Daryl DeLeon 16th, then Oscar Joyce, who takes third position in SR1. Alex Spooner was next up from George Nutton and Ashley Gaunt in 20th. Bradley Gaunt next up from Darren Nutton, and problems sadly during the race for both Tom Wood and the safety car inducing James Ockenden. So we hope to welcome the Radicals back. There is A.khateeb. Paul's going to be, I think, hot-footing down to Parc Ferme to have a little chat with his mate. And we'll hear from Alex in just a few moments. Please stay with us. Parc Ferme to have a little chat with his mate. And we'll hear from Alex in just a few moments. Please stay with us.